Foreigners are losing millions in Nairobi, Kenya. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be a good one. What's going on? It's your man Sham, and this is Sham Goes Global. And as you guys could tell by the title of today's video, I will be reacting to foreigners who have invested in Kenya and lost everything. All right, so before we get into it, if it's your first time to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you like, and make sure you leave a comment below. Let's get into this reaction.
Some experiences that I've experienced in Kenya, Nairobi. So yeah, first of all, I'm not in Nairobi like half the time, because I've got family outside of Nairobi that I really like to visit. And yeah, the only reason I've kind of distanced from Nairobi is because, dude, the experiences that I've had, like, I've had trust issues from before, but now Nairobi's like made my trust issues like 300 times worse. I don't know if you guys understand that, but let's just use an example. So I've had friends and family come up to me, well, not family, but just friends and some close friends as well, come up to me and say, I've got a business idea, guys. So let's pull in some cash, and then let's get the ball rolling and do a business here and there and make a quick few profits. And so I'm like, oh, you know what? I mean, like, as a friend, like, pulling in a few million shillings is fine. It's like $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. It's fine. Like, for business, that's completely fine. That's actually really good. Anyways, yeah, so I pull in a few $1,000s.
So to touch on a few of his talking points, he says he spends half of his time in Nairobi and half of his time where he's from. And also, I seen on the screen that I guess he's been there investing or living there for 12 years on and off. And for some reason, he's having a bad taste in his mouth when investing in Nairobi. Now, I can honestly say, being someone who invests in Nairobi, Kenya, it's not for the weak, y'all. It's not for the weak, especially when you're a foreigner. If you don't know the language and if you don't know the laws, you can definitely get screwed over, you know? So it looks like he's well to do, though. He said something like 30,000, 40,000, whatever it was, isn't, you know, too much of an issue for him. And I know for a lot of people, even in America, you just not coming out with no $30,000, $40,000 for any type of investment out of pocket. So 9 times out of 10, he's coming from a well-to-do background. But let's get into the rest of this video and see what he has to say.
A few $10,000, and little do I know, my money has just been taken. Like, obviously, I'm the idiot in the first place to even think about giving the cash, right? Like, I'm the idiot in the first place to even just hand over the cash and believe that I'm going to get something in return. Like, no matter how close the friend is or whoever it is. That's one example. We were supposed to pull in something and invest, and then I've lost all that money. That was the first example. And of course, there's like an after effect from that. It's like, I've learned my lesson, but it's like, it's a shame because we could have done more. You know, we could, as friends, we could have done such big business together, or like fun business, let's say, right? It's not always about the big business, but we could have done some fun business together, you know, sit down, talk about this and that. We think about this and that. We share ideas. And then we pull in something together and do something as a group. But like, dude, this is like my advice to you guys. I'm young as well. I'm learning every day, but never trust anyone. Don't do business with friends. Just do it yourself.
So basically, his situation is he's getting screwed over by his friends. And if anybody was to ever ask me for advice, I would say never do business with your friends, because your friends will easily take advantage of the situation. Because, oh, that's so-and-so. I've known him for 10 plus years, 20 plus years, 30 plus years. And I could do this, I could do that, and he'll still love me. Like, we done been through so much together. So they don't look at it as a business relationship. They look at it more so as a personal relationship. And, oh, if I take this money from him, I could just pay him back whenever I want to. We got a history, this and that. Now, when it comes to dealing with somebody that you may not have known for a long time, it might be a little bit different, where they might have the incentive to want to pay you back, you know what I'm saying, because they'll never know what can happen, right? So yeah, man, it's definitely a slippery slope when you decide to do business with friends, or when you decide to invest in friends, you know, giving them money for their businesses and things of that nature, because 9 times out of 10, that money is never going to come back to you. And he's a prime example showing you why you shouldn't be doing business with friends. I'm not saying it's wrong to help out your friends, because yeah, if you're helping out your friends, man, that's what you're supposed to do, right? Because what's a friend for? But at the end of the day, when it comes to a friend saying, oh, I'm going to pay you back, and never do, that's when friendships end. That's when there becomes turmoil and trouble, because now you're not looked at as a reliable person. You understand?
And yeah, so look where I am now. Look at me. I'm in a new car that I've just picked up. And yeah, you just do it all yourself. You grind, you hustle. But you know, I just won't give the opportunity to anyone else anymore. And yeah, again, it's a shame. It's an opportunity cost lost for the future. We could have done a big business, a fun business together in the future. But you know what? I mean, it's not my fault. It's your fault, I guess. If you're watching this, it's your fault. Yeah, second case. I mean, like, yeah, I've had so many in the past, but in the back of my head, I've got one that's online, social media. So I'm just basing everything online and just friends, per se, because these are not like contract based. So I'm just like basing all these examples through friends. All right. There was this guy who I was supposed to do Forex. So I was supposed to receive some dollars and I was supposed to send him shillings. And it was around 600,000 shillings worth of money. So it's like around 4,500 US dollars in today's market. And yeah, I sent him the shillings. I was supposed to get the US dollars back, and I never got it back. The friends were telling me, oh yeah, this guy does Forex. He's the guy to go to. He gives you the best rates because he knows some government person. I'm like, he's a friend. Maybe let's try it. You know, it doesn't hurt to try. So I sent him 600,000, one bank transfer. And what happens? That US dollar is just never to be seen again till this day. I go to the police. What happens? They tell me they want money for the petrol, for like the cars, and like they want to pursue and stuff. I told them, go fuck yourselves. You guys are useless. You never do your job. You guys always want some money in the back. And in the end, I won't get my money back. So the police won't even do anything about it. Yeah, so that's another example. Another example is when I got scammed. When I tried to sell my phone just to do something good for the world. So I had a Samsung Fold 4, and it was 3 months old at that time, and I bought it like a month before. So basically I had the phone for a month, and I opened it and just used it for a few days and then switched back to Apple because Samsung phones are just ridiculous to use. And what happened is, at that time, market price was around 185,000 for a new one, and the used ones were going for like around 150,000. Now, mind you, I used my phone, like I charged it 7 times, and then I was selling it for 110,000. So obviously there were a lot of clients that were looking for me. And I'd posted this on Gigi, this online sales place of Kenya, whatever it is. And what happened next? Yeah, we decided to meet at Inti, at the restaurant at One Africa. And he does a psychological trick on me. He stands up and leaves, like just going to the washroom, come back, going to the washroom, come back. So like my mind like gets used to it. And then all of a sudden he says, yo, I need to go charge the phone because I need to check if the charger works. So I'm like, bro, just let's hurry up. I don't have much time, because he tried to keep pulling me in. He's like, what you do for business, you know? And I'm like, bro, I don't have that time. And so I'm like, just go test the charger and come back. And Inti only has one entrance and exit, right? And I was sitting in front of the entrance and exit. So I was like, possibly couldn't just leave because I'm literally standing at the exit. So what does he do? He uses the fucking employee door or the employee gate and leaves and goes through the stairs. Now, it's been 5 minutes. And I'm like, where the flip is this guy? I look at the cameras. He's already dashed. What do? I don't even contact the police. Dude, I've already been scammed. I just let it go. Anyways, these things don't even get me that emotional anymore. They're just in the back of my head. Yeah, but I've learned never to trust anyone, so it's a shame. It's a shame that I won't be able to do business like that anymore.
All right, to sum this one up, y'all, it's really easy to avoid a lot of the things that this guy was talking about. Don't be like this guy, all right? Don't be like this guy when you visit Kenya. I'm gonna say this. So Kenya is definitely a place, you know, to invest in, whether that be agriculture, whether that be real estate, whether that be, you know, just restaurants or bars. You know, Kenya is definitely the spot to be in 2025, right? But just like this guy's saying, there is situations that could occur where you might get scammed, you might, you know what I'm saying, get finessed, you might get robbed, whatever it may be. It's definitely possible, but it's also possible everywhere else in the world, and Kenya is no different. All right, with that being said, man, it's your man Sham. I appreciate you guys for watching all the way to the end. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and until the next one, I'm gonna see y'all.